committee that deals with this region in regards to opening up opportunities for minority businesses and minority entrepreneurship. It was a very healthy discussion, and the administration announced changes in the 7A Community Advantage Program, which I strongly support, extending the pilot program and expanding its reach. So there was some good news today.
Some of the proposals included gas stimulus check, similar to the economic impact payments made by the IRS. DeFazio also introduced a bill called the Stop Gas Price Gouging Tax and Rebate Act. So this proposal would work in a way to the stimulus checks from the federal government. Single filers earning less than $75,000 a year would receive the full rebate. And during a State of the Union address, President Biden said, rising prices on everything from food to gasoline are hurting Americans, and the White House has unveiled a plan to fight the inflation. Too many families, everybody, are struggling to keep up with their bills. So inflation in America is actually higher than it has been at any point in nearly 40 years. Two of the most watched inflation indicators, the Labor Department's Consumer Price Index and the Commerce Department's Personal Consumption Price Index, hit their highest levels since 1982. So to get inflation under control, the president called on companies to lower their costs and other wages. He asked the car and tech industries to bring their supply chains back home and make both vehicles and semiconductors on U.S. soil. So, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki also told reporters that the White House will look into the possibility of doubling up payments if Congress passes President Biden's bill this month. The plan would continue this monthly child tax credit through 2022. Jen Psaki told reporters, if we get it done in January, we would talk to Treasury officials and others about doing double-digit payments as an option. The president wants to see this move forward. It's a priority for him as Congress returns. So the total child tax credit is $3,600 for each child under 6.
Onward to today's hearing. Let me welcome all of our witnesses. Today's hearing will examine how the prolonged disruption in the global supply chain has affected American small businesses, as well as the role that small manufacturers can play in our efforts to build more resilient supply chains and reshore production of some of our most critical products and technologies. Based on my conversations with Maryland small business owners in recent months, supply chain disruptions are currently their biggest challenge.
Yes, everybody, deposit dates have finally been revealed for the next batch of stimulus checks that will be going out soon. People that are eligible can expect an automatic deposit for this new payment sooner, and Congress and the Internal Revenue Service is now saying that some Americans may be entitled to some extra tax refund money. There is a ton of news about the fourth stimulus check that I want you to know, so be sure to continue watching this video. Here is the most important news first. If you live in the state of Maine, look forward to this stimulus check. Maine is among the growing list of states offering economic rebate checks ranging from a few $100s to $850 as stimulus funds to help cover the rising cost of gas and food. The governor, Janet Mills of Maine, proposed a rebate of as much as $850 to most residents. According to NBC News, the governor's state change package to the proposed supplemental budget would give back more than half of the state's surplus budget as one-time checks of $850 to roughly 800,000 Maine residents to help with the state surplus. And the state has a budget surplus of $682 million. So while experts say that there is a policy reason to deliver aid to families, that's not the only motivation. In an election year, there are a few things as popular as giving voters what voters see as free money from the state. And there's also now a push to get payments sent out before the end of the year, even faster by sending the money electronically rather than paper stimulus checks. The proposal has a bipartisan support, even though some members of the legislature want to speed up things further by using direct deposit. In the past, Maine has never used direct deposit, and the state's Department of Administrative and Financial Services says switching to it could create logistical issues that could potentially delay payments. The proposal needs to pass the legislature with 2/3 support. In addition to the one-time payments, the Governor Mills said that she proposed to fund states' employment sector, provide high-speed affordable broadband, and free community college for those who are eligible.